Hello, hello, hello. Long time no see. I thank you all for your patience this last couple of months. As you know, we are in a pandemic as well, among other things. Life has happened for me. My brother passed away, so that has taken me away from some things, especially in Cat's Kitchen. Well, now that that part is over, I decided today, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these chicken wings that I took out of the freezer yesterday and didn't cook. And so I said, you know what? Let's do some brown stew chicken. So I'm gonna show you what I have so far. Excuse the kitchen. I'm cleaning and cooking and doing all these things. So I have a heavy pot here, and I'm gonna turn my light on. I have about 1 pound of chicken wings. Some of them are deboned from cleaning. In my mixing bowl, I have bell pepper, carrots, onion. I also have some frozen Trinity, fresh ground ginger, fresh cut up tomatoes, some brown seasoning, and some fresh chopped garlic. Okay, so in this bowl I simply have some thyme, some paprika mixed with some chili, some Himalayan salt and black pepper, and I also have my bouillon, my chicken bouillon, and I also have some beef stock. But we're not going to do beef stock. We're going to do chicken stock. I thought it was chicken stock that I pulled out, but I accidentally pulled out the beef. So use chicken stock. So what I'm going to do now is get my pan really, really, really hot. I cleaned my chicken. If you want to know, if you haven't watched my previous videos, I always talk about how I clean my chicken. I clean my chicken with apple cider vinegar, water, and a lime or two. And what that does is it pulls out the remaining blood that's in the chicken and just helps kill any parasites or whatever that's in there. Okay, from my information, that's what I've learned throughout my years. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna grab me a couple of paper towels, because what I'm first gonna do with my chicken is we're gonna brown it. Okay, and so I just want to kind of dry my chicken off as much as possible, you know. I hope you guys have been, trying to keep sane during this time. It's been very difficult for a lot of people. We have lost a lot of people. A lot of loved ones have been lost in this time. So, if you've lost someone, my condolences go out to you and your family. All right, so my pan is coming up here, and it's getting hot. And I should have started this a minute ago, but I wasn't thinking. I was just trying to get the carrot and everything shaved down. All right. Okay, so you hear that? Yeah. So I have some olive oil and some ghee. And I'm just going to put a drop of olive oil down there. I don't want a whole lot. And I'm going to get a little bit of ghee. If you don't remember what ghee is clarified butter. That's where the solid has been separated from the oil. Or should I say the fat. So we're cooking with pure fat. Everything in moderation, people. Cool your jets, folks. I'm gonna let that ghee and that olive oil get melted down up in there. Okay. And I'm gonna start placing my chicken. Now, I didn't season the chicken. because I didn't want the seasoning to burn. And you don't want to crowd your pan, okay? Because if you crowd your pan, guess what's going to happen? You're going to end up steaming it instead of browning it. And we want to brown it. Because browning is flavor. And when we get all that good flavor on the bottom of the pan, that's going to add to our bowl of seasoning that we already have. Now, as we know, chicken wings, don't take long to cook and everything. But this is going to be so good at the end of the night. And I'm like a little old lady. I tend to cook early in the day because I don't like eating past a certain hour. Crazy, right? So once we got the chicken browned and everything, I'll come back and show you the next steps. Alright, so I have my chicken coming out of the pan. You see that? A little bit of that golden color coming off of that chicken. Some of it don't want to come out the pan. That's okay. I'm just going to go ahead and take everything out the pan now, right? Alright, so I'm going to turn my heat down and I'm going to get all of my other seasoning. And we're going to pour all of that good stuff in that pot. Y'all know I don't like leaving nothing in the bowl, right? So I got to scrape my bowl. And I'm going to turn my heat back up. Now, of course, I'm going to most likely add more brown seasoning to this. Now, from what I understand from many of my Jamaican and Islander families, they don't necessarily buy their brown seasoning. What they do is they use oil and brown sugar, and they burn that sugar. Oh my God, honey. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use my brown seasoning, and I'm going to bring my heat up and everything. Now, the brown seasoning smells amazing to me, but when it gets with all of this good stuff here, even better. I'm gonna let this cook a little bit because I want everything to get, mended together. I want those tomatoes to cook down and everything. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna add the rest of my seasoning here, as well as about a teaspoon, maybe 2 teaspoons of this. And I love this better than any dry bouillon because, honey, a little goes a long way. A little goes a long way. I have this in beef and I have it in garlic. I love my garlic. Scrape that on off of there. Don't want to miss a drop. Alright, so, excuse me, my voice is starting to go out a little bit. So, this is everything put together. You got all your seasonings, your onion powder, your garlic powder, your thyme, your onion, your tomato, your carrots, brown seasoning, all this deliciousness in this pot. And guess what we gonna do? Because it's a stew, right? Low and slow, about 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Cover it. Don't mess with it. Let it simmer and marinate and cook and be together. while it's cooking, make you some rice. Make some coconut rice, whatever rice you want to make. This is about to be hidden. All right, so we are back. Look at that. Luscious and velvety. What we're gonna do now is plate up. So I'm gonna get a bowl with some rice. I'm gonna pull a ladle out. Let's see what we are working with. Turn the movie off. I got caught up. Alright. So we got some good looking rice. We're gonna get our ladle in here. We're gonna pull up some of all that luscious sauce and chicken with all them vegetables. And there you have it. Now, I'm not no way saying that this is authentic. This is just the way that I've been told how to make it. You got your chicken, you got your brown sauce, you got your thyme, your carrot, your garlic, and your pepper, everything in there. So, this is what we got. It's gonna be delicious. Until next time, toodles.